This is one of the biggest reasons why anxious attachers cannot walk away from their avoidant partners. Hi, I'm Amy and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. I'm a certified attachment style coach and I help anxious attachers break the cycle of avoidant and emotionally unavailable partners so that you can thrive in your independence and prevent future heartbreak. And in this video, I'm going to talk about the biggest fear that anxious attachers have. I had this myself and it was pervasive for years and really kept me stuck in a situation that was so unhealthy, that was affecting my mental health on a daily basis. But for whatever reason, I just could not walk away from this person. But before I get into this video, I have a new website that is online now. The link is in my bio. My 6-week self-study course is also available on there as well. So why is it that anxious attachers can't seem to break away from these unhealthy relationships? And this is evident in my coaching clients, some of the comments that I have on my YouTube videos, myself included, and that is, what if they change for the next person? And if you're here now where maybe you're the one that broke it off, or maybe you've been broken up with and you really want to move on, but there's something just pulling you back. I want you to consider this fear of maybe the avoidant will change for the next person. And the stories that come along with that are really quite painful, like, oh, I wasn't enough for them. If I was worthy enough, they would have changed for me. And what you will find in these types of relationships is that fear drives behavior that the avoidant will see as controlling. So if you have been in a relationship with an avoidant partner or just somebody who is emotionally unavailable, you might have tried tactics to try and get this person to change. Maybe you've been showing them YouTube videos on attachment styles, or maybe you have tried absolutely everything. You have tried counseling, for example. Maybe you've tried different ways of communicating. And I've done the same thing, you guys, so there's no judgment here. But the fear that was driving that behavior was, what if I walk away from this situation, even though deep down I knew that that was the right thing to do? If I walk away, what if they change overnight for somebody else? And I'm here to tell you guys that that is highly unlikely. It's highly unlikely that your avoidant partner is going to waltz in to the perfect relationship after you. And if they do happen to walk into a relationship, it doesn't mean that that relationship is going to be particularly healthy. And even though I know from experience it's hurtful to know that, you know, they just broke up with you and now they're with somebody else, it makes you feel really rubbish about yourself. And I want to validate that, because it is rubbish. It is horrible to go through to go through a trauma like a breakup and then they just act like nothing's happened, they're fine, they've just waltzed away, and you start to think, did they even care about me? Do I even matter? But it's very unlikely that this person has walked into a healthy relationship. And the reason why is because this work takes time, you guys. It's not something that person can change overnight. So what's likely to happen if they walk into another relationship is that it's going to be exactly the same as what it was with you. They might temporarily change for this person, but ultimately, unless they've done deep work within to heal their fears of vulnerability, of intimacy, of accepting love, and changing their beliefs around love and relationships, it's unlikely that this person is going to have a healthy relationship. Despite what social media tells you, you might see photos on their Facebook with both of them looking really happy, but it's not real. So let's talk more about this fear of, I can't end this relationship because if I do and then they change, I'm going to feel like I've made a mistake. I'm going to feel like I don't matter, that they never loved me, that I wasn't enough for them. But once you can really face that fear and heal what's underneath that fear, which is, I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, I'm going to be on my own forever, what you're going to start to understand is that it is really unlikely that they're going to change. And even if they did change for somebody else, it's still not a free pass to treat you how they treated you. It still doesn't make all of that toxic, dysfunctional behavior okay, regardless of how much that person changes. It still doesn't make up for how you've been treated. All of the stonewalling, all of the silent treatment, all the times you had to put your needs last so that you could have some sort of breadcrumb of love from this person. All of that time and energy and love you gave to that person that was never reciprocated. That person changing is irrelevant. It's not going to erase all of the past behavior. So if you're sat there thinking, I can't walk away from this relationship because if I do, they're going to change for the next person, so what? You know that they probably won't, but even if they did, they still haven't treated you the way you deserve to be treated. They still didn't show up for you the way that you deserved to be shown up for. And it's not because you're not good enough. It's not because you're unworthy. It's because that person simply is not ready to do the deep inner work that is required for sustainable transformation. But you guys are doing that now. You guys are prepared to do the deep inner work for sustainable transformation so that you can go ahead and live life for you and eventually get into a relationship that is more in alignment with that is more secure, where you are treated the way that you deserve to be treated. It is unlikely that the avoidant is just going to change overnight. This sort of work can take years for somebody who does not want to introspect. It can take years for somebody who does not want to take accountability, who can't be vulnerable. So therapy is not going to be as effective for that person as it is for somebody who's anxiously attached, who can be vulnerable, who can name their feelings, who isn't ashamed to feel their feelings. So the best thing that you can do for yourself is when that thought pops to your mind, what if they change for somebody else? So what? What's done is being done. And when somebody doesn't treat me with respect, that person permanently loses access to me. So I hope you found that video helpful. If you did, please consider subscribing to this channel. Pop any stories you've got in the comment box. I do love to read them and respond to them. I'm Amy, and it's a pleasure to help you guys improve your self-worth.